Hi, my name is Tixie Galvez. I received from the letter from the school district of Palm Beach County about the going the distance together learning. The 2020-2021 reopening plans. Today is July 16, 2020. High performing a rated school district. Roadmap to reopening the school district of Palm Beach County 2020 and 2021 school year. Data-informed approach. How did we arrive at this decision? Distance learning. Reimagine what will be different. Creating a path forward. How do we determine when an unsafe physical reopening will be possible? What will a PACE approach look like? How will the district engage families, employees, and other community members moving forward? The school district of Palm Beach County, our vision is growing strong and healthy. The school district of Palm Beach County envisions a dynamic, collaborative, multicultural community where education and lifelong learning are valued and supported, and all learners reach their highest potential to succeed the global economy. Our mission, the School District of Palm Beach County, is committed to providing a world-class education with excellence and equity to empower each student to reach his or her higher potential with the most effective staff to foster the knowledge, skills, and ethics required for responsible citizenship and productive careers. The high-performing A-rated school district governor's plan for Florida's recovery, released on Wednesday on April 29, 2020. The three phases for Florida's recovery are current phase, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. The Palm Beach, Broward, Miami-Dade, all other countries. Governor DeSantis moved Palm Beach County into Phase 1 on May 11, 2020. All other Florida counties moved to Phase 2 on June 5, 2020. Important to note, Palm Beach County remains in Phase 1 as of today. Governor's plan for Florida's recovery presentation on Wednesday, April 29, 2020. The Florida Phase 1 continue from schools remain in distance learning. Visit to senior living facilities are prohibited. Elective surgeries can resume. Restaurants may offer outdoor seating with 6-foot space between tables and indoor seating at 25% capacity. Retail can operate at 25% of indoor capacity. No change for bars, gyms, and personal services such as hairdressers. Phase 1 calls for schools to remain in distance learning. Safe, smart, step-by-step Palm Beach, Florida recovery. The high-performing A-rated district governor's plan for Florida's recovery released Wednesday, April 29, 2020. The benchmark is that Florida should track critical benchmarks on a statewide basis. The most important of which is hospital capacity to respond in the event of an unexpected surge of COVID-19. If the state shows consistent success, these guidelines contemplate advancement to the next phase. If, however, COVID-19 data suggests increased spread, the state should remain in the current pace. The state should continually review any sudden unexplained spikes in the number of COVID-19 cases, while factoring in increases in testing and monitor any increases in hospitalizations and events. In extreme situations, the governor may deploy a geographical targeted response in consultation with public and health officials. Superintendent's Health Advisory Committee most recent meeting on Monday, July 6, 2020. The metrics cited by HAC member when making recommendations to the physical reopening of schools in Palm Beach County. The average number of confirmed COVID-19 cases has increased significantly, less than 17 new cases per day when district schools were initially closed in mid-March. Today, the daily average number of cases exceeds 400. Number of COVID-19 cases for children 18 years of age and under will only increase exponentially if schools reopen prematurely. Over 3,000 children under the age of 18 have been tested for COVID-19 to date, with more than 1,000 testing positive. This represents a 30% positive rate, with 2 children under the age of 18 passing away as a result of COVID-19. The high-performing A-rated school district data inform approach to decision-making. The 3 key data points that factor into final reopening plan decisions. The direction provided by Governor's Recovery Plan to remain in Phase 1, that pays the recent spikes in COVID-19 cases. Recommendations from the Health Advisory Committee. The School District of Palm Beach County plans to move forward with distance learning to begin the 2020 and 2021 school year. This is the metrics for determining when it is safe to physically reopen schools will be shared later in this presentation. The distance learning reimagined. How will distance learning look different compared to spring 2020? Highlighting major improvements based on parents and teachers' feedback. Redefining expectations for instructions in partnership with the CTA. The addressing connectivity issues in order to reach all children. Lessons learned and next steps. In the spring, the goal was to provide flexibility and grace as the district community and families learn how to navigate the COVID-19 crisis. For the fall, the goal will change based on changing conditions and environment. The district will provide a learning situation that mimics as closely as possible the brick and mortar experience. Activities for social and emotional learning will be provided to assist in building community in a distance learning environment. Support for students will include mental and behavioral health services. This experience includes scheduling, instructional and service expectations, attendance expectations, and grading expectations. The high-performing A-rated school district of Palm Beach County distance learning expectations. During the last 3 weeks, detailed expectations were developed as a result of feedback from parents, students, and staff. Drafts of these documents were shared and revised in conjunction with teachers, administrators, and the Classroom Teachers Association. Classes will be held on schedule that mirrors the bill schedule that follow each student's home school schedules. Distance learning expectations, teachers' general expectations. All teachers will be expected to follow the daily schedule as established by the principal director. All teachers will follow the district scope and sequence as applicable. All teachers will be expected to meet with students every day, live instructions daily. Daily agendas will be posted at the beginning on each day class period. Teachers will be expected to perform administrative duties in the form of office hours each day. The high-performing of A-rated school district of Palm Beach County distance learning expectations. Students will have a minimum of 24 hours to complete any assignments. The teachers agree to communicate with other teachers within their school to ensure that students are not overloaded with assignments. Assessments will be given and delivered following the district scope and sequence as possible. All grading will follow the current student progression plan. You can go to the website at https://www.palmbeachschool.org slash students dash parents slash student dash progression dash plan. In the high-performing A-rated A school district of Palm Beach County, distance learning expectation that student attendance. Teachers will take attendance through SIS at the beginning of each class period. If a student is absent, teacher will mark the student A in SIS. If a student is tardy, teachers will mark the student T in SIS. Students will log into each class on time. A late log-in still and tardy track in SIS. Students will attend assigned classes every day that school is in session during the scheduled time. During class, students will adhere to the School District of Palm Beach County Student Code of Conduct. Elementary daily schedule is being followed and posted by your teachers. Elementary daily schedules and secondary daily schedules. Middle school schedule and high school schedules. The PD plan. The summer and PD 2020. The PD for teachers started on July 6. Tracks for teachers contain specific resources. Equity, meeting the needs of diverse learners, technology integration. Collaboration and engagements. Is EL, Wellness and Safety Coordinators, Coaches and Teachers, Leader Assessment and Progress Monitor, Parent and Student Sessions are under development. Exceptional Student Education, the principles of IDEA. IDEA. Each public agency must ensure that it provides free, appropriate public education, appropriate evaluations, individualized education plan, consider the unique circumstances of each child, least restrictive environment, parent participation, and procedural safeguards. The federal and state ESE guidance. The ESE means Special Student Education. On March 12, U.S. Department of Education question and answer, there may be exceptional circumstances that could affect how a particular service is provided. On March 21, U.S. Department of Education supplemental fact sheet that determine of how FAFE is to be provided may need to be different in this time of unprecedented national emergency. The FAPE means the Free Appropriate Public Education. On March 27, CARES Act include a provision to allow U.S. Secretary of Education Betsy DeVos the authority to request waivers to IDEA. Secretary DeVos declined and stated there was no reason for waivers. Florida Department of Education Emergency Orders provides extension of time for procedural compliance with evaluations, eligibility determinations, and IEP meetings, and the IEP means Individual Education Plan. The Child Fund Screening and Evaluation. Many components can be completed remotely with fidelity, including parents' interviews, observation structures, and unstructured behavioral screenings facilitated by parents and caregivers. Use of standardized instruments that are normed on data from parent interview. Review of input from community sources. ESE compliance during distance learnings. The IEP meeting held via Google Meet. IEPs are written as if we are educating in school buildings. The signatures on meeting documents, conferences notes reflect what occurred in the meeting. Signatures are still required on appropriate pages. Documents are sent home via email or US mail. Notifications of meetings will occur via phone, email, or US mail. Parents, guardians will receive procedural safeguards and or on explanation of them. Services for ESE students, specialized instructions and IEP services. Establish a distance learning plan. Provide live service via Google Meet and inclusive services within Google Classroom. Provide lessons and activities posted in Google Classroom. Provide synchronous and asynchronous student options to differentiate instructions. Provide individualized service or support delivered in the student's LRE based on IEP. Utilize Google Suite and extension to provide live Meet instructions, accommodations, progress monitoring, materials, and accessibility features. Utilize specialized online curriculum, monitoring curriculum programs for identified needs. Utilize safely delivered specialized materials based on instructional therapeutic needs. Consult and collaborate with general education teachers, home-based lessons facilitators, accommodations, and resources. Support families via office hours, email, phone, video chat, and provide feedback to students. Federal and state requirements for ELL. Provide instruction for ELL that is comprehensive at the student's level of English language proficiency. Provide instruction that is equal and comparable in amount, scope, sequence, and quality to that provided to native English-speaking students in accordance with the Florida Meta Consent Agreement. Ensure ELL can participate meaningfully and equally in educational programs in accordance with the Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Equal Educational Opportunities Act of 1974. Ensure the District ELL Plan 2000-2022 is followed, which includes all Florida statutes and state rules pertaining to ELL and ESOL programming in district-operated schools, charter schools, private schools, and DJG aid sites. The current guidance for Title III ELL and Title I Seed Migrant. The School District of Palm Beach County applied for a waiver for the District ELL Plan on March 19, 2020. The Florida Student Achievement Through Language Acquisition Office indicated on May 28, 2020 that there are no waivers for District ELL plans. Any waivers will come from executive orders. Florida SALA office provide limited guidance and question and answer on March 26, 2020. The Florida MEP State Office provide guidance on new protocol for completing COA through question and answer and webinar on April 9, 2020. The Florida DOA Emergency Order DOA number 2020 EO02 May 13, 2020. U.S. Department of Education Fact Sheet May 18, 2020. The Florida Department of Education or DOA Emergency Order number 2020 EO06 July 6, 2020. Providing services for ELL. English language development services are provided in all models: sheltered, collaborative, mainstream, and dual language. In all models, focus on oral language development through literacy via online platforms, specific guidance for ASOL services, and ASOL-funded positions for schools. The virtual accommodations will be documented in elevation. Native language, glossaries, dictionaries provided for home use for LYs. Supplemental tutorial options provided for LWL students and LF students as needed. Specific resources for supporting beginning English speakers and newcomers provided to schools. Online language development resources through Title III Imagine Learning achieved 3,000 iStation BrainPop ELL Nearpod. The compliance and students reporting for ELLs. Students up for re-evaluation will automatically extend services from March 2020 until return to face-to-face instructions per DOA number 2020 EO02. The access for ELL 2.0 results from spring 2020 anticipated to arrive in late July in order for placement decision to be made. ELL plans will be updated to include distance learning options. The LY and LF monitoring will continue via the Elevation platform. ELL committee meetings and service documentations will be located in Elevation. Meetings will be held virtually following current procedures. Automatic exiting must have both ELP and reading assessments per Florida SALA office, awaiting guidance on reasonable measures for reading assessments. The implementation for 1.1 mobile device ratio student-teachers computers. The goal is ensure each student and teacher has access to a laptop with a camera for distance learning. The current state distributed 61,000 student Chromebooks of distributed for distance learning and the 12,000 teachers Chromebook distributed for distance learning and the total of 73,000 Chromebooks for distance learning. The current inventory of 105K Chromebooks and 32K available for distribution. The distance learning purchases is 66,000 student Chromebooks and 2,000 student Chromebooks purchased by the AID Foundation, 14,000 student CTE laptops, and 82,000 additional devices for distance learning. The HP expects deliveries to begin on August 17th and will continue with 10K units per week. Academic team to prioritize an equitable distribution. $25,000 and 25 million 63,721 funding from IT capital budget. The digital inclusion focus strategies update. The hotspots Glades Region Sprint MiFi. The 450 to students in summer programs, community funded, United Way Town of Palm Beach, United Way PBC, and Quantum Foundation. The internet sponsorships Comcast Internet Essentials, 1,200 sponsor students and families. Children's Services Council and bridges from participants. Digital Inclusion Focus Strategies Update. Digital Inclusion Municipal Wi-Fi. 61 schools with Wi-Fi from 10 towers. Agreement with Palm Beach County, ELA, ROA, Countywide Issues Forum, Municipal Engagements and Presentations. From Lakeport Beach, Lantana, Belglade and Pahokee, Palm Springs, Riviera Beach and West Palm Beach, survey and fiber work started.